Assalamualaikum and hi doctor, my name is Muhammad Nadir bin Rusli. So today I would like to present about my mini project, which is a design and implementation of hybrid renewable energy system. The title is Solar PV with another resource. So before I start, I would like to representing my team members, which is Muhammad Haris, Muhammad Muhaimin and Muhammad Amir. So we start with the abstract part. This paper is study regarding the design and implementation of hybrid renewable energy system. The primary resource of renewable energy for the hybrid system should be used is solar system. So thus, this study is more focused on solar energy, including its origin, how the resource is obtained, how the resource is converted, and the advantages and disadvantages of the power plant system. Next, the study will proceed the hybrid parts which solar energy needs to combine with other energy source. The other two renewable energy source that have been made we choose is wind energy and biomass energy. So next, we will go to the origin of the resource. Solar energy is a sun radiation which have ability to create heat, trigger chemical reactions and generate electricity. The total solar energy received by the earth exceed both current and future energy needs by the wide margin. Solar energy has ability to meet all future energy needs if a proper harness. Solar PV accounted for 3.6% of global electricity generation, and it remains the third largest generation electricity technology behind the hydro and wind. There has been a large amount of research activities to combine the sun energy process by developing solar cell, panel, module with a high converting form. The most advantages of solar energy are that it's free, reachable to common people and available in large quantities of supply compared to others price of various fossil fuel and oils in the past 10 years. So next, maybe you wondering how the resource is obtained. Here I would like to explain to you. So the solar energy is any type of energy generated by the sun. Solar energy is created by the nuclear fission that take place in the sun. So energy is proceeded by the CNO cycle is in stars that are around 1.3 times larger than the sun. The CNO cycle similarly produce helium from hydrogen but does not by using carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. The CNO cycle now produce less than 2% of the sun energy. Electromagnetic radiation is how the sun heat, light and energy are transferred away. They are with various frequencies and wavelength through the electromagnetic spectrum. So next, how the resource is being converted. Solar energy is a renewable resource that can be directly harvested by a variety of technology for use in building such as house, office, schools and hospital. Some solar energy technologies include photovoltaic cell and panels. Solar panels are responsible for generating electricity, and in most cases they are located on the roof of any building. Each of the solar panels consists of layer specific silicon cells and a metal frame, a glass enclosed that is also covered in a special film and wiring. Each solar cell has a thin semiconductor wafer that is constructed of two layers of silicon. The energy from the solar comes on Earth in the form of little packets called photons. So this is how electrical energy is being generated. The electrical energy obtained from the solar energy via photovoltaic cell is commonly referred to as a direct current electricity before it's converted into the alternating current.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Haris bin Magani. My matric number is 19109154. So I will continue on the advantages and disadvantages of PV solar. The first one will be it can reduce the electricity bills, and then the maintenance cost is low, and also it can reduce the dependence of foreign oil and fossil fuels, and it is easy to install, and it is also environmentally friendly, and we can sell the power back to the grid. While disadvantages of solar PV is that it is weather dependent because we need clear weather to provide the sunlight, and then the high initial cost, and also the battery cost is also high because solar PV and battery is quite expensive, and then it use a lot of space, so we need a wide area to install the PV solar, and then the associated with pollution, and it also cannot be used at night. Then I will continue on the model diagrams and illustrations. So the first one will be the sun. We provide the sunlight, and then the sunlight will go through the solar panels and convert the sunlight to DC current, and then there will be an inverter that converts DC electricity to AC electricity, and then it takes the electricity that our home requires, and the last one, it will convert the electricity into the grid. Okay, so the analogy of solar energy system design. Okay, the first one will be the PV solar cell. It converts solar radiation directly into electricity. It is made up of many types of semiconductor materials. The cells absorbs photons from sunlight, and electrons are knocked from from silicon and pulled off by a grid of metal conductors. And it causes an electric direct current to flow. Each cell can provide 3 to 5 watt of energy power. Then it is the PV module. It is a combination of photovoltaic cell, and each module can convert a power of within its size from a range from 60 to 170 watt. And then it is the photovoltaic modules, which is a number of PV modules are often stacked in series and parallel that assemble to become a PV panel. And then lastly, which will be the photovoltaic array. It is the combination of multiple of PV module that connected in series or parallel. The series connection is for increasing the voltage, while the parallel connection is to increase the current. And then the chronology of solar in Malaysia. Malaysia is a country with a suitable climate for solar water heating systems and solar electricity generation. It has a high solar energy radiation potential, with the average amount of daily sunshine ranging from 6 to 8 hours. So the solar energy is one of the most widely used renewable energy sources in Malaysia. It shows that the installed capacity of solar energy is the second highest among the renewable energy after hydro energy. You can see the graph at my right side. So for the electrical energy generation of energy source in Malaysia, data taken in 2020 show that the electrical generation from solar energy is at 471 gigawatt per hour, behind the hydro energy and the other non-renewable energy. And then, although solar energy is increasing in Malaysia, it is far behind other countries that are still dominate in using renewable energy, especially solar energy such as China and United States. So, I guess that's all from me, and I will pass it to Amir. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Shahmi bin Saluddin. So I will continue on the next part, which is opinion on the energy usage system. So the first opinion is hybrid solar PV with wind energy. Second opinion is solar PV with biomass energy. So in this part, I will explain for both energy system in Malaysia. So in general, shortcoming of electrical energy usage issues can be supported by the implementation of hybrid power plant that combine of two or more renewable energy. Due to on this study, it focused on the solar energy as the main energy for the hybrid power plant, where wind energy and biomass energy had been choosing as energy that will combine with the solar energy to form the hybrid power plant. So this study had been carried out at 3 rural areas in Limbang, Kapit and Sri Amat in Sarawak. So this is the map for the 3 rural areas for this study. We go for the data for the rural areas. So this data is taken based on the solar irradiation, wind speed, and capacity of empty fruit bunch, AFB, which is for solar PV, wind, and biomass respectively. AFB has higher moisture content, but combustion temperature is lower. AFB is production process of palm oil, and this is the reason why biomass energy in Malaysia has been chosen to take data from AFB due to the geographical area. So this is the system for hybrid solar with biomass system, which is the main source is the solar PV. Next, this is the energy system for PV solar with wind system. So that's all for me. I will pass to my friend to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Muhammad bin Muhammad. So now I will continue to present about the opinion on the energy impact to economic, social and environment. The first is impact on economy. Renewable energy project has been discovered to give economic benefit since that employ local labor from the rural area, local material and business, local stockholder and local bank service. Furthermore, renewable energy project had been aided community by establishing a trust fund that attempt to invest money obtained from the sale of electrical in the local economy. This allowed to select a few community to invest in a small business of their choosing. So this hybrid system will create more job for the community, and the consumer will receive electric power at a lower cost than traditional energy sources and the broader economy. Next is impact to social. This resource also provides social benefits such as improved health, investment in technology and job opportunity. However, some basic considerations should be made from the benefit of humans such as climate condition, level of education and standard of living, and region whether urban or rural from the agriculture standpoint. So each also create more job opportunity and will reduce the reduction of the emissions and the other pollution. Next is impact on environment. Renewable energy projects have been helps to improve environmental benefits such as carbon dioxide emissions reduction and community awareness of climate change. The study found that there were only little effect on local study residents, tourism, energy costs, and educational outcomes. Improvement in life quality and promotion of social relation and community development all had significant effect. They also noted that renewable energy projects are difficult to set up and sensitive to local environmental and weather conditions. In comparison to other initiatives, its forecasting, education, and planning necessitates greater truth and understanding. The two main aspects in environmental pollution are air and water, from house, industry, and polluted rain, as well as the discharge of use of oil and liquid, which contain poisonous chemical and heavy metals such as mercury and lead. So that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.